So this is my old Thunder Tiger TS-4N. It is really old. It's sat on a shelf for however many years. Never really gets used. So I've decided to upgrade it to brushless, hopefully. And this is what I've done so far. So I've removed the four-wheel drive in order to get somewhere to put the battery. So battery is going to go there. I've used an old Hobeo battery tray. That was all I could find on Hobby Sport. There was actually this kind of style that I could adapt and screw down to the chassis. This isn't the correct battery, this is just a nickel metal hydride one that's the same size as a 2S LiPo, so that fits in perfectly. The motor is going to mount there like that, obviously with the cables the other way around. I still need a pinion. I've had to adapt the main gear a little bit, so I've recycled one of the four-wheel drive bushing holders to go there, and the screw holes on the chassis are not quite in the right place, so I've kind of had to angle that a bit skew with. It wasn't that strong, so I've made a brace that goes there just out of a piece of recycled plastic screwed to the radio tray stuff up here, which makes that really solid. That's not going anywhere. It's dead smooth, so it's straight. I've made a motor mount. This is my motor mount that I've made. So it's just a piece of bent steel. The motor will go in there like that. Screw onto there. 4 screws, should be plenty. And then it's going to attach with the 2 screw holes there. I'm going to have to somehow make a couple of holes there where those 2 red dots are, if you can see. The problem with that is that there's not going to be any way to adjust the gear mesh where the pinion goes on there. So I could do elongated holes front to back. Hopefully that'll allow maybe 5mm of movement there. That should be enough. That's going to be a bit of a pig. I'm going to have to drill a couple of holes each side and then file through. Maybe I don't have any way of cutting this rock hard steel, I assume that's made out of. I've got the original steering servo on there, and ESC is going to go there, and obviously receiver somewhere up there, doesn't really matter. And that's it. So it seems like it's going to work. I haven't actually permanently damaged anything, so I could, if I wanted to, take all this off and put the old nitro motor back in if I really wanted to, but I never get to use this nitro because there's not really anywhere flat and smooth anywhere around where I could drive it. I've got a big field where I drive the 8T, but this really I just wanted something to razz around the garden, so hopefully that's going to work perfectly. I can't see any problem. All I'm waiting for is the pinion, so when the pinion gets here I'll update and see if it works.